Imagine a noblewoman's flesh peeling away under a plague no physician could cure, her screams echoing through a cursed exile, a horror born of love and ambition. Welcome to the grisly torment of Bertrade de Montfort, a 12th century French lady whose forbidden marriage to King Philip I in 1092 unleashed a nightmare of divine retribution. What if her beauty hid a secret so dark it provoked the Church's wrath and a death that chills the soul? This isn't just a tale of royalty, it's a mystery that will grip you with every twist, urging you to uncover the truth behind her fall. Step into the shadow-drenched courts of medieval France with tales of torment, where we unveil a story darker than any cathedral's stained glass. The plague's shadow looms, its grip ready to claim a queen's fate. Will you stay to witness the horror unfold? Don't look away now, for the tale you about to hear will linger in your mind long after the screen fades. In the verdant spring of 1070, a child was born into the fortified halls of Montfort-l'Amaury, stronghold in the Isle d'Efrance, where the forests whispered of ancient power. Bertrade de Montfort, daughter of Simon I, Lord of Montfort, grew amidst the clash of feudal rivalries and the chants of Latin prayers, her early years shaped by a father who carved his name through war and land. With golden hair and eyes like the dawn, Bertrade's beauty blossomed by her teens, her mind honed by tutors in rhetoric and strategy, her charm a weapon in a world of knights. At 22, in 1092, she married Fulk IV, Count of Anjou, a union that brought her to the Loire Valley, her life a dance of alliances and intrigue, her first son, Fulk V, a promise of future strength. Yet her ambitions soared beyond Anjou, her gaze turning to King Philip I of France, a man 14 years her senior, married to Bertha of Holland, his reign marred by weakness and scandal. Bertrade's beauty captivated Philip, their meetings veiled in the guise of courtly visits, their passion a flame that defied the Church's laws. In 1092, at 32, she abandoned Fulk, fleeing to Philip's side. Their secret union, a scandal that rocked Christendom, her dowry and lands, a lure for a king seeking renewal. The Church condemned the marriage as bigamy, Pope Urban II thundering excommunications. But Philip, besotted, defied the papal ban, crowning Bertrade queen in a ceremony shunned by bishops. Her court at Paris buzzed with tension, her stepson Louis, the future Louis VI, glaring with resentment, her presence a thorn in the royal line. Bertrade bore Philip for children, her influence growing, her salons a hub of poets and schemers. Yet her past with Fulk haunted her, his threats of war a shadow over her throne. In 1095, the First Crusades called diverted attention, but the Church's wrath simmered, their eyes on Bertrade's every move. Rumors of sorcery surfaced, her beauty linked to dark arts, her rivals whispering of potions brewed in secret chambers, a stain that would fuel her downfall. A chronicler wrote, Bertrade's crown was her curse, her love a path to torment, her ambition a spark in the Church's fire. By the turn of the 12th century, the Church's wrath descended upon Bertrade de Montfort, her forbidden union with Philip, the first igniting a storm that would cast her into exile and torment. Paris, a city of spires and sanctity, became a battleground of faith, its cathedrals echoing with papal decrees, its priests denouncing Bertrade as an adulteress and sorceress. Pope Urban II, rallying Christendom for the First Crusade in 1095, saw her marriage as a blight on royal purity, excommunicating Philip and Bertrade, their names struck from Christian rolls with a thunderous anathema. The Church's power, bolstered by the investiture controversy, demanded obedience. Their interdict closing churches, silencing bells and starving the faithful to pressure Philip. Bertrade's court, once a haven of elegance, grew tense. Her stepson Louis plotting with bishops, her children caught in the crossfire of legitimacy debates. In 1096, Fulk IV of Anjou, her first husband, marched on Paris, his army a threat to reclaim her, his rage a shadow over her new life, forcing Philip to negotiate a fragile truce. The church seized her lands, her dowry stripped, her wealth reduced to a trickle, her salons emptied as allies fled the papal curse. Rumors of sorcery intensified, courtiers claiming she brewed potions in hidden alcoves, her beauty amassed for demonic pacts. Tales that spread from Normandy to Rome, painting her as a witch whose ambition defied God. In 1104, pressure mounted, Philip's health failing under the strain. And Bertrade was exiled to a remote manor in Melun, its walls a prison of stone and silence, its gardens a mockery of her lost splendor. The church imposed penances fasting, public confession, a vow to shun Philip Ute. She defied them, her spirit unbroken. Her letters to him smuggled through loyal servants. Louis, now heir apparent, distanced himself, his mother's disgrace a burden. While Fulk's threats persisted, his spies watching her every move. The manor grew cold, its hearths dim, her attendants dwindling as the curse took hold. Their whispers of divine plague, a prelude to her doom. A chronicler wrote Bertrade's exile was her Calvary. The church's wrath a scourge that lashed her soul, her beauty a beacon for torment. Bertrade's isolation deepened, her manor a fortress of despair. The church's interdict lingered, its priests barring her from sacraments, her prayers unanswered. Her nights haunted by visions of burning stakes. Philip's visits ceased, his health a shield against her, leaving her to face the cold alone. Rumors of her sorcery grew, villagers avoiding her lands, their fear a wall that isolated her further. By 1110, her exile hardened, the manor's walls cracking under neglect. The church's curse fueled tales of her demonic pacts, her beauty a curse that drew pilgrims' curses. Philip's death in 1108 left her widowed, her children estranged, her life a shadow of its former glory, the wrath a relentless tide. In the bleak winter of 1117, Bertrade de Montfort's grisly demise unfolded in her exiled manor at Melun, a death marked by a plague that horrified those who witnessed it. At 47, her golden hair had thinned 2 wisps, her once radiant face, now a mask of agony. Her body a trembling wreck that filled the manor's damp halls with labored breaths. The nuns, cloaked in rough wool, tended her with trembling hands, their prayers a faint murmur against the wind. As Bertrade's flesh betrayed her, her skin erupted in oozing sores. Her limbs swelled with unnatural lumps, her eyes clouded with a terror that spoke of divine judgment. Chroniclers speculated a plague, perhaps ergotism from tainted grain, or a leprosy-like affliction sent by God, its symptoms a grotesque punishment for her defiance, her beauty fading under the curse's weight. The church's excommunication, a decade-old scar, was said to have invited this torment. Their prayers for her soul unanswered, their silence a condemnation. No physician ventured near, their fear of contagion and heresy keeping them at bay. Leaving her to the nuns' futile ministrations, herbs crushed into poultices, water blessed but powerless. On February 14th, 1117, her final hours came. her attendants noting a scream that tore through the night, her body convulsing as sores burst, her hands clawing at the air, her last breath a gurgle lost to the storm. The nuns buried her in unconsecrated ground beyond the manor. No rites, no stone, her remains a cautionary tale swallowed by the earth. Locals shunned the sight, claiming her ghost roamed. Her wails a curse on the land, while the church declared her end a divine victory. Her children, scattered and silent, offered no mourning, their mother's disgrace a burden they shed. A chronicler wrote, "Bertrade's flesh rotted under God's gaze, her torment a sermon carved in plague, her death a shadow over Montfort's line. The manor fell silent after her death, its halls echoing with her screams. The nuns fled, their faith shaken, while villagers spoke of a spectral figure, her sores a mark of sin." The plague's origin remained a mystery, its grip a testament to her cursed fate, the land left desolate. Rumors of her sorcery persisted, the church using her demise to warn against defiance. Her body's decay fueled tales of divine wrath, her exile a prison where the plague claimed its final victory. Melun became a place of dread, her torment a legend etched in the soil. Bertrade de Montfort's grisly torment left a scar on France's medieval history, her name a whisper of dread that outlasted her unmarked grave. Philip I's reign, weakened by her scandal, crumbled after his death in 1108, his line preserved by Louis VI. Yet Bertrade's disgrace lingered as a cautionary tale. The church seized her lands, their wealth funding crusades and cathedrals. But her story birthed legend tales of a sorceress queen whose plague-ridden end haunted Melun's forests, her spirit a wraith that cursed the disobedient. No shrines rose for her, no songs sang her early beauty. But her narrative spread through monasteries and villages, a warning of ambition's perilous dance with faith. The accusation of sorcery, though unproven, fueled a wave of witch hunts. Her name, a precedent for later persecutions, a shadow over medieval piety. Her children, Folkvi of Anjou and the French royals, distanced themselves. Their mothers fall a stain they erased, influence a memory crushed by ecclesiastical power. Her end mirrors the dark cost of defying the church, where a queen's love becomes a target for divine wrath, where beauty turns to a mask for torment. As a noblewoman of high birth, she faced the fury of popes and kings, her grace no shield against a plague's grip. Her grisly demise warns us that power's reach can summon horrors beyond the grave. Its legacy a reminder of the fragile line between glory and damnation, a tale that echoes through the mists of time. Bertrade de Montfort's torment was more than a death, it was a grisly unraveling of a queen's ambition. Carved in plague and sealed by the church's curse, her flesh peeling in Melun's silence, the screams of her final hours. The shadow of Philip's betrayal haunt history's depths, a testament to a noblewoman's fall that will hold you spellbound. From Montfort's halls to the exile's ruin, her life was a tapestry of splendor and horror. Her demise a chilling echo that lingers in medieval shadows. Her tale, a forgotten nightmare, burns bright amid the darkness of the past, a mystery that demands your attention. Crave more spine-chilling stories of medieval horror? Subscribe to Tales of Torment now and dive into our next video about the gruesome fate of a medieval outcast. Don't miss a single twist. Hit that bell icon to stay updated. Share this with fellow history enthusiasts, and let's journey deeper into the past together. Was Bertrade a witch cursed by God, or a victim of the Church's jealousy? Drop your most intriguing theories in the comments below, engage with our community, and help shape the next dark chapter. Join us in the shadows, where history's whispers await your discovery, and let the terror unfold.